Alright, is this thing on? I think so. So this is Dave, and what's up, Dave? This is my occasional stream which I catch people up on my projects, say hi to my friends on the internet. It's August 24, Thursday, and I'm just coming off of I guess a fairly intense night of debugging and fixing video-related stuff on that research project that I was doing for, how do you describe it? It's like a e-learning project using video and virtual environments and stuff like that, all written in JavaScript. And the new feature we were adding was showing video on the screen, or using a webcam to capture and then underlay it with all these things that are moving around there. So the kids who are in the space, who are being tracked by this motion tracking computer, can kind of see where they are relative to the markers. It actually doesn't work all that well, but that's part of the research, trying to, I guess, derive something from it. I'm not a researcher, I'm just implementing the system. But and as a contractor. But it's kind of interesting to be able to learn to do that sort of stuff. I'm at that point with the project now that all the technical unknowns have been resolved finally, and so now the only unknowns are left are ones that we actually want, things that we desire. Well, actually, yeah, so like now we can actually get to the actual work of refining the experience, so that's a relief. But I kind of took today off. I was like kind of fried from all this stuff yesterday. But feeling good. So, one thing I was thinking about doing was checking this thing out. I got one of these inexpensive Intuos tablets. This is one of 3 in this line. This is the comic edition, and they're all different only in the software bundle that they have. So, I forget if I showed this to people or not. So there's actually a CD in here and a USB cable, which I need, I think. The actual tablet is over there. Let's see what this thing looks like. I haven't installed it yet, so I'm going to try installing it now. The reason why I got this was because I've been noticing that this hand has been having issues with this mouse. Although this mouse, I've gotten really used to this form factor. This is a Logitech Anywhere 2S mouse. These are pretty new, as it has improved tracking and battery life and all that kind of stuff. Logitech mice, for me, tend to die after about a year or two because I use cheap click mechanisms. But overall, it's like the best mouse to use, so I consider it as a business expense. I had to spend under $70 on a new mouse. I'm just hard on these things. So, yeah, I guess it's not super cheap click mechanism, but if you are a hard mouse clicker like I am, then it is an issue. And a lot of people seem to have this problem. So here's the Wacom tablet, covered with plastic. I guess I'm supposed to open it. Let me get the other camera over here. I'll go to this view. Is this close enough? Say hello to the kitty. Alright, so you can kind of see, get a better angle on this. So I'm going to unwrap this thing. Let's see, I want to maybe move this a little bit over this way. That looks good. It's plastic. This is camera down a bit. But I got the comic one specifically because, not that I can illustrate, all the hardware itself is the same and it still has the same drivers. But I wanted a blue one. Now the pen is over here. The cat stole it a while ago. So it has a stylus. But this is supposed to also be a multi-touch surface, so I can use it like a giant trackpad too. So let me just put this over here. And then screw this, or this pen. Pull this wrapping off of it. The surface of it, I don't know if you can see this. Maybe this one side's better. So it's kind of a slightly. It's focusing. This camera's focusing on my glasses instead of the. I guess this doesn't have like a center of focus. I guess the way to do this would be, so you can kind of see the shape. It might be easier if I use this as like a null background to cause the camera to fuzz out. And put this here, and then the camera will have something to focus on, theoretically. Now you really need to get a white sheet of something. This focus problem has been an issue. So I've got this, I'm supposed to plug this into it somehow. It comes with some caps. I guess those are just protective. And I guess there must be a port here somewhere. Yes, in here. It looks like there's like a place right here where you can plug this in. And it looks like it just kind of fits in nicely and locks. Yeah, that's nice. That's cool. Now I need to download the drivers. So I think I'm supposed to do that first. So let me go and go to the Wacom website. Wacom, I'm guessing. And so you can find support and driver assistant or setup and use. And I have a pen tablet, and I have the Wacom, not the Intuos Pro, it's the Intuos, the regular one. I think it's. How do you tell? That's not what it is. Oh, this is a stupid help thing. It's what drivers, damn it. Support. Was there a driver section? Driver assistance. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yeah, this blows. Let's see if there's a download place on this. They do give you a CD-ROM to install from, but that's not going to help me. Simply plug and install the driver. I wonder if it'll actually like look for the driver. I really doubt it, but let's see what happens. Worst case is it doesn't work. So I just plug the thing in. And the Macintosh might say something about it. I don't see anything happening. I don't even see my mouse cursor. There's the mouse cursor. So I didn't expect that to work. Oh, there's an on, is this an on switch? Looks like there's a little toggle. So that's still not doing this. I figure I need drivers for this. What is this called? What I'm looking for on this Wacom site is where with the name. I think this is just the regular Intuos. Yeah. Okay, I have the Intuos comic. And so if I go to support, well actually it takes me back to the same place, which is stupid. So I've been used, troubleshooting issue, driver assistance. I guess I could look at the manual, but this is a little annoying that I just can't find the damn driver. Let's look at their. Alright, so there's a software bundle download. There's a key, but that's not what I want. Now, what I want is just the basic driver install, because I don't want to install this additional software yet. So it says to go to wacom.com/getting started. Intuos. To their credit, they actually have an insert here that actually says to go here. Okay, so this is much better. Download. So we are getting the latest drivers Macintosh. It's 91 megabytes. I think that's the latest one. Should bail the back out of this. Free bundled software. We don't need any of this. These are all promotional things. Videos get you started. I'm curious about this comic software. The other versions of this that were available were this is Intuos 3D. So these are all the same hardware, they just have different software bundles. Intuos Draw comes with some sketch software. I don't think I saw that. Then Intuos Art is that comes with Coral Painter, some version of that. This Intuos Photo probably comes with some crappy application. I don't know what the Intuos 3D comes with. What software did it come with? Yeah, it wasn't interesting. So anyway, it's finished downloading this thing. Let's open up the Wacom tablet disk image. This is going to make me reboot. So we'll just see how far this gets. Installing it. When the software finishes installing, you must restart your computer. Are you sure you want to store the software now? Let's go. This isn't sharing anything, is it? Let me switch this over to Slate for a moment, because you don't just see what I'm doing here. Oops. Alright, let's go back to the split view. So I click OK, it's installing it. It's using that's what the installer looks like right now. And I hope I can cancel out the restart. Otherwise, the stream will be interrupted and I'll be right back. And we'll see how that goes. I guess while we're waiting for this, I just signed up for a bunch of Udemy courses. They're having a sale right now. It's like $10 content. So I just registered for a bunch of $10. So vocal bootcamp, increasing your range. Voice recording, how to record professional voiceover. This is the one I got a while ago but never looked at. Learn to code making games, complete C# Unity. A friend of mine on the virtual chat room, Roberto, got this course too, and we're going to do it together at some point. 3D modeling, a Modo modeling guide. I still haven't cracked up on my Modo license after maybe 10 years of buying it. So one of these days, maybe if I just watch someone do it, maybe then I'll be more likely to do something with it. And then these two courses looked interesting. Agile and multi-platform game development with Unity Tier 1 and Tier 2. And the interesting thing about this is that this guy said he's self-taught, but he has a very strong code aesthetic. I like to see that kind of stuff. Learning Blender 3D modeling for Unity game development. Blender is something I probably should know a little bit more about. How to do live audio recording. This is something that maybe is more applicable to this podcast stuff. How do you get like audio recording to sound sweet the moment you're doing it? It's relatively easy to do it in post-processing, which is like what this other one is about. Recording videos at home like a professional sound engineer. This looked like it had some background in effects and dynamic processing that I wasn't familiar with. And then build your own first-person shooter survival game in Unity. Which, oops, let's cancel out of this. Which looked like a interesting, totally over my head kind of content. But this is the sort of thing that I need to see. I don't do very well with very basic tutorials because I understand how that stuff works. What I want to see is everything working together and get a system of the systems level design and how they're thinking about it and organizing it. And so I think just even casually watching through that video would give me much more of a conceptual roadmap of Unity than some tutorial does, that's saying like, this is a game. A game happens when you press a button. Let's press a button. No, that's I don't want anything to do with that. So, anyway, the installation was successful. I'm going to attempt to restart this, and hopefully I can come back within the 5 minutes or so, so the stream will continue uninterrupted to people who are watching it, or relatively. So here we go. I'm rebooting. Let me stop streaming, and I'll be right back. Stop streaming. Okay, I've restarted the stream, but I've lost my video cameras, so I'm going to have to set those up again. So these will be coming back shortly. There's camera 1, let's get the aux cam 2. Cat has not moved, so alright, so we seem to be back. The stream seems to have come back. Okay, good. So I've just rebooted the computer. And oops, I got the wrong... Oh no, this is right. Is this right? Yeah, that's right. So I just did the drivers, so I don't know if this actually will work now. I see nothing happening. So I suspect it doesn't work at all. That is weird. I told it to restart. Let's give this some preferences. System preferences. There's a Wacom tablet. A supported tab was not found in the system. That is not good. So I just turned this thing on or off. This might not even plugged in all the way. It's not finding the device, which is not. Oh, now it's plugged in. I guess that port I was using was bad. Alright, so there we go. So this seems to be working. So this is what I'm looking at on the screen. And I see a little light appearing, and so, oh, look, this is working now. It's a little laggy. You can just tell there's a lot of smoothing going on. The reviewer I read on this said there was no lag on that. Clearly, they are not sensitive. What was the review? Yeah, there is some lag on this. This is... I should... let's see. Well, maybe it's the mapping mode. What I want... There's some sort of smoothing going on that I think I want to disable. Mapping. This is mapping left to right screen area. Let's put this in the mouse mode. And there's acceleration on, which I hate. Alright. That's more like it. So I'm moving the mouse cursor around. Touch options. Pointer speed, scrolling speed, pointer acceleration. So I guess I want it to be about the same as... oops. I guess double taps work. Standard gestures. One tab to click. Tap two fingers, tap to right click. Step left and right to navigate. Scroll. Tap to right click. Drag, 4 fingers, pinch for launch pad. That actually works. Okay, so how about this? Where is swipe? On-screen controls, tablet modifier, shift, option, command, control. Options, hover click, tap and click. Interesting. Alright, so this thing is in place now. So another thing about this tablet. So I can have this someplace and use this as like a substitute for the mouse. I might even be able to like just replace the mouse entirely, put it on the right, and see if I can just kind of work like this. And since everything is flatter, I'm thinking it might be kind of a better working environment. Let's see. Let me try opening something. It's not triggering the dock, which is kind of a problem. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I am going to open what? Let's open Discord. It feels a little bit. Trackpad still feels a little fast to me. Yeah, it is a little fast. Compared to the regular Mac trackpad, it's a little bit fast. So let me go back to this. System preferences. Well, let me show you what I'm doing. Let's go to Wacom tablet. Let's go to touch options. Could be the pointer acceleration is what's getting me. But let's just bump this down. So how do I actually click and hold that? Can I not? Or do I have to hold down? I guess that doesn't work. That probably doesn't work for touch devices, I'm guessing. Because I just dropped it down one. This does not feel very precise, and it's probably the pointer acceleration that's screwing me. I'm moving very slow, so it's moving very slow. Yeah, let's turn that off. Let's up the pointer speed. So let's do the natural test. So what I do is when I calibrate this, though, I'm here. It's still on. I'll move all the way here, 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 down, up. So this is a linear setting. I mean, this is still a pretty laggy device. I don't know what that reviewer was thinking when they said there was like almost imperceptible lag in it. There's some significant smoothing or rejection going on, or something. I don't know. Let me compare this to the Apple trackpad is far more precise. Maybe this is what the acceleration is. Did you see that? Look at that. There's tremendous smoothing going on that. Maybe it's not an issue on the PC. Maybe they reviewed on the PC. Okay, so now that this is set up, there's another device that I got, which is this wireless thing. And so, this is the wireless accessory kit, and apparently you can then run this thing wired, so if you're out like someplace else without like a available USB port, or just want to hold it in your lap, you don't actually need to have this USB cable. Apparently the battery life is not tremendously good. It's like 3 or 4 hours, but it still might be interesting. Let's open this thing up and see. It comes with a battery. Wireless accessory kit. So I have a quick start guide here. Let's take a look at this. It says it has a battery, which is this. It has the wireless module, which is this, and the wireless receiver. So installing the wireless accessory kit, disconnect the USB cable. That feels cheap. Turn over your tablet and slide the lid open. Aha! That's interesting. You can see that there's all this a place for it. They designed this with this in mind. It's nice. Apparently the Pro ones can use this thing too. And then next, carefully install the battery at the angle shown to prevent damaging the battery connections. Do not push straight down on the battery to avoid damaging the battery connections. So you can slide it in. Somehow, I guess it goes in like this. Spring loaded? There we go. Yeah. Remove the protective cover from the tablet. Insert the module. Did I just do that? Oh, that's what this is. It looks like there's a dingus here. And it just like sheer comes out. It's not very well designed. Wrong thing. Insert the module. This is the module. I wonder how you charge it. Okay, module's in. Slide the lid closed. The side of your tablet looks like this now. Oh yeah, there's this module here with a battery level indicator. This wasn't there before, this whole section. Right here. Insert the wireless receiver into your computer, then charge the battery. After 6 hours, the battery is fully charged and the LED is green. After charging, disconnect the USB cable. The wireless connection establishes automatically. The LEDs at the top of the tablet will light up when successfully connected. Okay, so let's plug this thing in. Unfortunately, this is not labeled at all. Oh, what is it? Yep, it does say Wacom on it. It's good. And let's see if we can get this to plug in. What is this thing? Oh, that's the keys thing. I think this is just defective. This port. We'll see. I guess I can test it by unplugging. Let's see if my mouse still works. Yep, that still works. So I have this cable that I need to charge this device with. And it's lighting up yellow to show that it's charging. So in the meantime, I have all these little fiddly bits here that I'm going to stick into this box. And so here's the latest distraction. We'll see how that goes. Now I guess the next step to do would just be to load up something like Photoshop and see what it's like. Now I've owned graphics tablets before. The problem I had with them is they were just so damn big at the time, and thick and clunky. This is like actually like really thin. If you can see, like I have this flattish like a Logitech keyboard here. And it's like comparably sized to it and flat. So I'm thinking that this might be a good typing setup. So, but it's a little bit maybe too offset. But compared to using a mouse, which I guess I can use it on here too, unless it'll mess up the surface. So it's just a matter of the polling rate. So what I want is my muscle memory to work about the same. And I also actually have acceleration turned off on this mouse, so I actually probably need to do it here. Yeah, it's driving me nuts already. The surface of this tablet is a little bit sticky, So it's actually actively resisting my hand. It's not smooth like the other trackpad is. And I think that's a compromise for when you're using a stylus, you actually want a little bit of texture on it. So, yeah, this acceleration bullshit is going to stop. So I'm in pen mode, mouse, no acceleration, the touch options, mapping, no acceleration. They have 4 settings. They have 5 settings here. Now it looks like you can't turn it off all the way. And there's like a dead zone in it. There is like super lag on this. This is like a 19th, like this is like an old. So, zoop. Okay, zoop, 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 zoop. Zoop, 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 zoop. Zoop, 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 zoop. This is a terrible curve. This makes me wonder if I could control it with Controller Mate. Because this is junk. The cursor sense. Intuos, it's unable to grab the error, grab the driver. How many of them? PTS. This is probably gonna mess everything up. Here's the speed is too fast, right? Wonder how fast we can do it. Because we're running the Intuos drivers, we don't have a lot of control over it. 1990 is the maximum we can do. Maybe 1800? They're affecting each other. This might not work if I reboot though. So this setting does seem to be affecting it. But it probably resets afterwards. Let's see what happens. Feels better. Slightly. Well, it's like a different kind of surface. Okay, so, oh, sorry, I didn't have the screen up. Let's try drawing something just to see how this works. I don't like the feel of this tablet. And I can see, like, just moving up and down, this is going to be a pain in the ass. So, if the curve didn't have such a terrible feel to it, I can imagine using it like a tablet, but it doesn't feel good at all. So, touch options, pointer acceleration, let's try making that the very first one. And let's drop the... I mean, I could train myself to adjust this curve, but this is ridiculous. It's all over the place. Let's change it back to the defaults. I mean, I'll just use the defaults. That's interesting. They have a different. All right. So they could have different settings for different applications. All right. Okay, so we have this. Let's make a new document. Let's make a 1020 by 1080. Let's fill that background. Let's make a new layer. Yeah, I guess it would be like learning to play the violin. So let's, I almost just drew it on the little pen. All right, so now we're at the pen mode. I go to brush. My pen isn't bad. What's all this? Oops, I can't, okay. Because I'm using mouse mode. I mean, I guess I should, maybe I should try it with the full mode. I don't usually like it though. Maybe that's more of a direct mapping. So if I go back to Wacom tablet and go to mapping, let's go back to pen mode. Screen area is full. Oops. So this is all the way on the left, all the way on the right. I think this would work better on a single monitor. Screen area full, tablet area full. Monitor 2. That's a little bit better. Oops. Or not. Okay, I can't go all the way to the top and I go all the way to the bottom. Or can't, nope, it's not letting me go to the bottom. Portions. Why is it all messed up? This is screen area, monitor full portion. This is the same. The strange thing is I can't actually go all the way down. Oh, now I can. But when I was in here, it was preventing me from doing it. Oh man, that's weird. Maybe the driver itself didn't update. Monitor portion. Let's go back to full. So I have the same problem now, but if I unclick on this, then the mapping updates. Maybe they restrict it to prevent you from screwing up the tablet area so much that you're unable to use the dialog box. Alright, so let's see, let's go. I'm not used to using this in a full mode, but sort of the thing that might be interesting. Let's see, what does this, okay, that enables, I think, touch sensitivity. Yep, so then I can like shrink this down. Happens if I zoom in. So if I'm drawing, I guess there is something kind of nice about having it in the absolute mode. So that's that. Now if I shrink it down and do the same thing, now I'm drawing bigger. Feels less precise. The responsiveness is not bad, I have to say. And oh, these gestures work too. So I'm going to let's see. Do I have split screen? This I don't have an aux plus. That's full aux. Split aux. I guess I don't have that mode. I was looking for a mode in which I had the screen plus the aux cam. I think I probably need to add that. Well, trying looking at my key thing here to see where I would put that. I would put it here. Anyway, I guess I'll just see it in the bottom right corner. Or anyway, so this looks like it might actually kind of fun to use. So I can use like these gestures to zoom in and out. Move this camera down so you can maybe this will be better if I just put this right over here. Okay, so I can actually go like this, and the screen goes in. I can like scroll it up and down like this, which is pretty damn cool. Can I rotate? Yes, the rotate works too. It sort of does. How do I unrotate it? Where's the rotate? I've never actually been able to easily access the rotation tool before. Maybe if I just go, nope. There must be a key command for unrotating it. View, rotate. Layer. Where is the rotate? Is it under transform? No, it's not really a transform, it's more of a view thing. So it must be view, screen, snap, window. How do you rotate? Type, layer, image, edits, file. I guess I ought to just sort of look it up. So I think the launch pad works too, or maybe not. I guess you had to be in the Finder for that, which I guess is prudent. How do I unrotate? I guess I'll look that up later. So that's kind of cool. So like if I could maybe just sketch spaceships and stuff like this. So I seem to have lost my ability to draw. I'm in the brush mode. Am I in some weird... Okay, actually I'm surprised at how quickly I'm adjusting to this. Am I quick mask mode? Is that what it is? No. I locked a layer by accident. I don't know, I was just in a weird mode. Maybe let's do in rotate mode. So the flow mode, I don't see a size thing. Also, my chair is sinking. I needed to buy a new office chair, or get that thing. So let's see. Let me see if. So now that I have this, okay, it figures out to be pretty close together. Sensitivity is not great. So if I want to draw a spaceship. So I'm going like, so if I can I'll just roughly sketch something out. This doesn't feel very precise. And I can see wanting to have a larger tablet already. But it doesn't feel super precise to me. But again, I am not used to this. It does feel a little bit offset to me, so I don't know. Hand precision doesn't feel particularly good. It is a new stylus. Just as is terrible looking. It does seem a little bit indirect to me. Actually, now that I think about it, when I see a lot of people using tablets, they are pretty liberal with the undo. I'm trying not to use it here. So anyway, let's see if we can sketch something. I just moved the tablet by accident. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just trying to get some semblance of, I can move it up a little bit, maybe it's more comfortable. I should have gone to the bigger tablet, I'm thinking. But because this is kind of fun. It's been a while since I've just drawn. I don't really have good control over this yet, but I try to undo. Well, undo isn't working. Oh, I see. Because when my hand palm is on this is actually picking up as multiple touch things. I think this is why I've been seeing these people selling gloves for this. Or you have a different kind of drawing technique. Okay, it looks like you anchor one finger and then just move the other one around. Oh wait, try to get this rotation to work. Oops. Oh, it's not even picking up my finger anymore. It's a little weird. It's very it's inconsistent. Sensitivity isn't good. Now what if this is effective? What is the R key that's this? Alright, reset view. It's the R key, so back to the brush. Oh, I dropped out of pencil. That's what happened. So we got this back. Let's see. So that's the pencil tool. This does not have opacity turned on. So now we have like a finer pencil tool. I just screwed everything up. But just kind of fool around with this. I'm not used to this sort of indirect way of drawing either. But I guess the nice thing about this being digital is that I could just eventually go and clean it up. There is a lag in this thing too. It's like a bad wireless mouse from like 10 years ago. Or it's like, well, actually a good wireless mouse for 10 years ago, which had a significant lag. Possibly it's my environment. Having too much digital noise. Or I'm just bad at this. I'm just making a tube here. You can draw spaceships out of tubes. So this is where I need to do some detail work, so you can see what it actually looks like. So without the smoothing that I was getting before, because I'm using the pure pencil tool. This is actually kind of great. I can zoom in and do this. That's neat. I can work with a little more precision. The pressure sensitivity is nice too. I'm just noticing that just being able to move around is pretty good. Now, does this have an eraser on it? It doesn't seem to. For some reason, I thought these styles had pen erasers on it. I don't think so, though. made us a different stylus. Or maybe it's one of these buttons. Or I had to map it. So the eraser tool is the E key. It should just be able to remove it. Ah, it's nice and pressure sensitive. It is pressure sensitive at least. Or is it? No, it actually has already an opacity set to it. So if I can go to that, this should give me what I want. Let's just see what it's like to clean up this. If I wanted a harder one, does this flow at 100%? This thing is nice as this. This works really well with just using the keyboard shortcuts. And since I have a short keyboard, as you can see here, I don't have the reach all the way over to the side here and like straighten out my arm. So I can have a very natural drawing position and still have all the keys, you know, like all the home keys for the Photoshop moves and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So maybe I can get used to this. I don't know. I mean, it seems very... I'm using all my Photoshop tricks. I know what the key shortcuts are to things, so this could be a very productive way of just drawing again. You know? Is it making it slow? Let's go to block erase. Is this going to be... That's just like... It's not pressure sensitive at all. Block, there's no opacity that's being ignored. This is just like a pure... If you just want to clean up stuff quickly. Let's get a little bit in there more so I can be more precise. Yeah, I could dig this. Maybe I'll start drawing stuff again. When I was a kid, I used to draw spaceships all the time. And I kind of missed that. But drawing on paper with my eyes these days, it's, you know, difficult to see, and then my back hurts. But I could actually draw again on the computer and then have all the editing stuff and just go at it. I mean, that would be pretty cool. And yeah, so, or even just cleaning up scans. And like doing this precision cleanup work. Oh, it doesn't look like... Photoshop has, in recent versions, it seems to have had issues with its pixel level editing. It's always been kind of bad for it compared to like dedicated pixel programs. But I mean, people certainly have been able to work with it. Oops. I just like complain, I think. Alright, so this is cool. This opens up different kind of streams in the future, I think, when I'm just like drawing spaceships or concepting things. Maybe even drawing with, I mean, well, actually, to compare, let me try doing this with the mouse. We are at the mouse again, my old friend. So let's see, let's go on here. Let's just try to clean up this. I mean, you can see I still have pretty good control, you know, but it's not quite as precise because I just whipped that. So let me try that again with this tablet. So what I want to do is erase this. Yeah, this is at least, I have at least 2 or 3 times the control as I do with the mouse. It's pleasingly direct. Where it fails is just like Photoshop's inability to really dig into it. So this is a thing. So I'm curious how this would work with Illustrator now. So am I in mapping mode? Oh, I'm in mouse mode again. I thought I fixed that. Some preferences. Wacom tablet. Mapping. Okay, so I guess I wanted the screen area to be monitor 2. I wonder how that will work. Well, only so I won't be able to go to the other monitor now. I wonder if there's like an option for switching. So tip feel, current pressure, flying pan scroll. I wonder if there is a what's on-screen controls. Photoshop colorist, Wacom screen keys. What is that? So I press this back button. To feel. So right now I have it mapped to one monitor. I close this. Screen keys, so it pops up on this monitor, which I can't reach. Nice. Tablet, toggle keyboard, precision mode, toggle display. I wonder if I can map this. You can't see what I'm looking at, but let me pull up the system preferences again. Go to Wacom tablet. And instead of using these modifiers like this, are these like pressable or do you tap them? Tablet. I wonder if we can do all of these. So for everything like this, on-screen controls, applications, navigation, toggle display toggle? Is that what I want? Ink toggle, pressure hold. What does that do? Doesn't do anything. It tells me what's being clicked. Nothing's happening. Oh wait, it did display. It did switch the toggle. But I had to hit it twice. The first time brings it into focus. Let's change that back to default. Shift Option Command. Okay, activate it like this. I guess I can just go like that. So it's telling me what's going on. On-screen controls. Display toggle. There's some options here. It's like radio manual. I'm guessing that Wacom screen keys. Where's that radial thing? So what does this do? Play toggle. Oh, that's way better. So I'm like here. I need a display toggle. Release this. It stopped working though. Oh, because up there it goes. I'm not sure what makes it work. It's probably a little easier just to hit this key though. Let's see. It is a little inconvenient. I've never actually liked using these buttons on the pen. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's go back to, I'm still on this one screen. System preferences. Wacom tablet. I would like to set this up so I can choose the screen directly. Show desktop, applications, on-screen controls, tablet. Touch options, gestures. Maybe there's a gesture I could use. Rotate, natural scroll, spread to show desktop, switch, swipe left, right, switch cool things, apps, on-screen controls, screen keys, tablet, display toggle, open run, on-screen controls. What's ink toggle? Let's set these both to display toggle and see how I like that. So I'm here, I'm on the display, but now I'm on this display, I'm still on that display. You know, this isn't doing shit. Oh, I had to hold it. That's why. Or hit it twice. It's not really responsive. It's kind of crappily implemented. So you can see this cursor jump back and forth. That's now it stopped working. This is junk. It's just, it doesn't consistently jump. Why is that? And like, these are Wacom drivers. I shudder to think what the other graphics tablet drivers are like. Wacom's drivers have always been, in my opinion, kind of terrible. It's, you know, people just don't write good drivers anymore. Maybe I should try the full screen mode. Okay, let's try that. Oh, this won't let me go all the way across though. System preferences. This is getting long and boring, I know. It's been an hour already. Oh well, but this is what's up. This is what I'm up to. Oops. Default. Mapping. Full. What's force proportions do? At least. So I have this force proportion area is now only using a little tiny area of the graphics tablet, which is kind of sucky. But on the other hand, that means that this did area is probably usable. That's because the screens are so wide. But in Photoshop, it should be in single mode, I think. Mapping in Photoshop is monitor 2. So that might be alright. It just changes based on where you are. It's a little bit fast though. So in pen mode full, the mapping distance, this is not much I can do about that. Maybe I just use this in mouse mode when I'm in here. Speed, just bump it up a little bit. What's this mouse? What is mouse height? Oh, how high I need to be. For it to register. Yeah, this is like skating. I like a pretty high mouse. Alright, let's try that. So now I guess I can go back and forth. I can see the high mouse has something to do with the way that how well it how high you need to lift basically. So I actually need to do it a little differently. Let's try the lower one. That might be a little bit more. So if I'm going over here, what I'm looking for is a natural kind of lift. But you know what? I don't actually need to use the pen for this. So what do I care? I forgot that this was a touchpad. So let's set that back. I only want to use the mouse on this cursor, on this screen, because this is where I do most of my work. So mouse mode pen, and we're going to screen area is monitor 2, and tablet area is full. So now this will just stay on this monitor, so I have nice control over it, but I can still use the mouse cursor to go on the other side of things. So that works for me. Alright, so that's today's fooling around with toys. Although I was initially not that impressed, that actually is pretty cool. Looks like I just put the pen in that. So I'm gonna let that charge for a while. I'm back to my mouse now. And I think that's it. So that's what's up today. Tomorrow's, is it Thursday? It is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday already. Wow. I guess I'll figure out something to do for the rest of the day. 7:30. I guess that's it. So thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good week. And I'll talk to you later.